Well, good morning, everyone. How you doing? Hope you're having a great start to your day. Always great to be on with you folks, and we'll say hello to a few friends. Got lots of friends. We appreciate you guys coming on. So as you get your notices, and here we go. Jen, do you know that you're number one this morning? Mike Norland, number 2. Jen from Cape Breton. Kevin, Sandra, Aurelia, good morning. Annette, Nouveau-Brunswick. Olive, Oregon. Hello, Olive. How are you? Nick from our staff. Madeleine, how are you? Good to see you're on with us this morning. Hi, Mary. How are you? Elaine. Gary from Bolton. Francis Marie, good morning. Khadijatu. Man, I mess that up all the time. Georgie, Halifax. Louise, good morning. Jeanette, bonjour. Sandy, Chilliwack, British Columbia, bright and early. Francis and Jordan, good morning, Jordan. How are you? From Oklahoma, Deborah, Catherine, Parksville, British Columbia. You guys are up bright and early. Wendy from Markham. Lisa, good morning. Laura, New Liskeard. Wanda, Virginia. Maggie, LaSalle. No, she's in Florida. Okay. Donna, good morning. Mara, Patricia, Sudbury. Helga, Jocelyn from Baxter. Gail from Saskatchewan. Lori, Niagara Falls, and we appreciate it. Brahim, there's my buddy from Portland, Oregon. John from Elgin, Illinois. Deb from Motown, Detroit, Michigan. Helena, Chantal, bonjour, Ottawa. Maria, Barbara. Oh, I could sing this morning. I could sing. They won't let me. Adeline, good morning. Brenda, good morning. And Denise, Kansas City, Missouri. Kristen, how are you? John, nice to have you on. Another Barbara from Atlanta. And Debbie, good morning. We appreciate you guys very, very much. Rita, Yvonne, Deanna, good morning. Nellie, good morning. I hate to miss some, but it's going to happen, right, Julie? Okay, and it's Rita. She says it's her 73rd birthday today. Well, happy birthday to you. Lisa, Diane, and Dale, Waterloo, Heather from New Brunswick, and Carol. We appreciate you guys, folks, coming on. Okay, I read this article. Holy jumping. If we don't think our world's in trouble, listen to this. 77% of male adults in the USA, 77%, would not be able to qualify, even if they wanted to, for the U.S. military. You know why? They're too obese. 77%. Now, folks, I've talked to you so often about the twin towers of diabetes. Okay? Diabetes. And boy, people are not getting the memo. And I've said this to you often. If you and I had left planet Earth in the 70s, let's pretend Elon Musk was young enough in the 70s and he said, okay, let's anybody that wants to, let's go live on Mars. And you and I, my audience here, we took off. And then we came back in 2022. We would be shocked. You wouldn't have to go far. we could go to our local malls or whatever and just look at the size of people, and something happened. Something happened. And of course, I bring it out almost on a daily basis because we really got lied to. Okay? We got lied to, and it's unfortunate that if you say a lie long enough, people believe it. You know, it's checking their brains at the door type of thing. You know, it's too bad that people, they don't understand, and I used that word yesterday, bamboozled, hoaxed, or I used to like the word, and I still do, duped. We got duped. And the results have been catastrophic. And I'm telling you, my friend, it's not our environment. It's not our environment, even though our environment has changed. It's not that. It's what we eat. And we bought the lie of low fat, a low fat diet. And folks, you have to admit that unless someone has changed your mind about that, it was easy to fall into that trap because that's all we heard. And we still hear it every day. The food pyramid, folks, is upside down. And I've given you enough history to show you that we have been on a failed experiment for well over 50 years. It's a failed experiment. We're sicker and fatter than ever. We're not getting better because we got duped. And imagine 77% of male adults in the United States could not qualify for the U.S. military because they're too big. And I don't mean big and strong. Guys, that's incredible. It's incredible. And why do you think I'm so passionate? And it's a hoax, my friend. It's a hoax. Fat don't make you fat. It just doesn't. It's not science. It never was science. It was propaganda. And look at our world today. We're in big doo-doo. Because the same things I'm talking to you about, getting big, is the same things that are making us sick. Now listen, let me put a disclaimer right away. You can be skinny as a rake and still be very unwell. Okay, so let's get that right. Let's get that right too, because, you know, being skinny don't mean you're healthy either. Okay, but for 88%, it's the opposite. It's the building of fat in the wrong places. You want fat, my friend. You want fat. You want fat in your head. You want good fat in your blood vessels because, as I was mentioning yesterday, that when you consume butter, for example, do you know what I had for supper last night? A steak. and lots of butter. Okay? I had my vitamin S last night. Steak. But that butter, what does it do? Well, watch it in a pan. What does it do? It melts. It makes the pan greasy. What does that do? It lubricates. See, butter lubricates. You know, when you go and bring your car for an oil change, they change the oil and they do a lubrication, which is good. You need lubrication. You need fat, good fat, lubricating your body. That's what oil does, good oil. So whenever you have bacon and eggs, you're getting fat. It's mostly fat and protein. There's no carbohydrates there. And you know this idea that you need carbohydrates? Well, look, please. You don't need carbohydrates. You really don't. They're not essential. Because what I mean by that is when you eat fat or protein, because I hear nutritionists tell me this, even some of my colleagues and dietitians especially, well, you need sugar. Your brain needs glucose. Yeah, but when it does, it doesn't need carbs to provide it. It'll take a piece of steak and turn it into sugar. Did you know that? Your body knows how to do gluconeogenesis. Your body's smart at it. You give it fuel, give it the right fuel, your body knows exactly how to produce energy. But we've been eating the wrong fuel for a long time now. We've been eating the wrong fuel. And look at the trouble it's gotten us into. I talk about, I sort of see myself as a specialist in metabolic syndrome. Okay? It's what I do. That's what I've been doing for a long time when people didn't even know what it was. But I was telling people in my days of practice, on my radio show, for over 20 years, I told people, here's how your body operates with food. If you insist on giving your body carbohydrates, you're asking your metabolism to run on paper and twigs. Okay? Pretend you're a wood stove. I used to tell people all the time, I'm an illustrator. It's the way I study. Okay? I'm an illustrator. I want people, think about the fact that you're a wood stove. Okay, your body operates like a wood stove. Is it better to have paper and twigs to heat your log cabin? Or is it better to use logs? What's better? Logs? Yep. Why? They last longer. They don't burn as fast. Now you can use some paper and twigs to start the fire. I'm not against all carbohydrates. I'm not. You might think I am. People think I'm a carnivore diet. No, I am a nutrivore. I believe in nutrition. Okay? I believe in nutrition. I'm telling you how your body operates. And when you understand that, you understand why we're in so much trouble today. Why 93, it used to be 88. It's 93% of the population do not do well metabolically. It has created a storm of disease. Cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, autoimmune, diabetes, obesity, diabesity. I like that term better than even diabetics, because the problem with diabetes, okay, the problem with it is the way the world thinks about it, okay? And I think completely different than that. The world says, well, you're not a diabetic until your blood sugar hits a certain number, okay? And I tell people, you've been a diabetic for a long time, because a lagging indicator, the last thing that happens is for your blood sugar to go south. That's not the first thing that happens. That's the last thing that happens. And I've taught you this, and I'll do it, and I'll do it, and I'll do it. Your body is dedicated to keeping sugar out of the bloodstream. How can sugar be good for you? How can it be? How could it be? It's toxic. It's toxic. Why do I know that? Because your body is dedicated to taking it out of your bloodstream. If you eat sugar, if you drink sugar, your body has to go crazy in order to say, come here, sugar, out, 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 out. You can't stay in the blood. You can't stay in the bloodstream. You know why? Because it's bad. That's how your body works. So by the time you are officially diagnosed with diabetes, that's the last thing. You've been on the Titanic for a long time before that. You needed to change course. This is why you and I talk about prevention all the time. Prevention is not, in food, moderation. Prevention is elimination. Okay? Prevention is elimination. I know it's tough to take. It is tough to take because you've been taught something else. All your life, you've been told moderation. Oh, moderation. But when it comes to nutrition, it's elimination. Get rid of. Get rid of. What? Sugar. Get rid of it. Now, guys, it takes 21 days to form that habit. I didn't say that was going to be easy. Never is. Hey, you know, why are the gyms full in January and empty in February? Wait till, you know, we're not far away. Wait till we hear all the New Year's resolutions. And mark my words, guys. Mark my words. What you're going to see right around New Year's is an onslaught of advertising from Jenny Craig to any kind of diet thing. You watch. Okay? They're not stupid. Because they know people say, well, right after Christmas, I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to lose weight. And they make New Year's resolutions. Do you think the marketing people don't know that? So gyms and their memberships and anything diet related will be advertised on steroids. Okay? And my friend, let me tell you something. You know what is a recipe for failure? Calories in and calories out. And eat less and move more. It's a recipe for failure. Always has been. It created, I wrote a book about this, gotta be 30-something years ago. Yo-yo dieting. And that's people who are constantly, because they don't understand the precepts of nutrition, have been told, and almost 99% of all doctors and nutritionists and dietitians believe this: calories in and calories out. Eat less and move more. And people, yeah, well, that must be true, but I don't find it easy, doc. But it's not true even. It's not true. You can't out-exercise a bad diet. You can't. The idea is change fuels. Change fuels. It's really important. If you understand how your body operates, if you understand that by giving your body, especially your pancreas, a rest, if you understand metabolic syndrome, you understand it's fuel, my friend. It's not calories. I think I've shown you the example of, a couple of eggs and a chocolate bar. You remember that podcast? Right? Well, they have the same amount of calories. What's better for you? Well, it's not only better for you. What's better for weight loss? Eggs. You see, when your body is satisfied, that's why I always talk to you about saturated fat. What is saturated fat? It's satisfied. It will satisfy you. That's why when you look at animal products, they've been vilified. Don't eat that. That's going to clog up your arteries. That's going to make you fat, Dr. Martin. I was in the grocery store yesterday. And you have to understand that when I go to the grocery store, I get a migraine. Okay. Not because of what I'm doing, because I watch. And as I was going to get some butter, I watched people picking out margarine. And I wanted to scream. Margarine should be in the automotive department. At Walmart, or Canadian Tire, or whatever. That's where margarine should be. In the automotive department, not in the grocery store. I watched it yesterday. I had a migraine. I have to calm myself down. As people are reaching for margarine. And then I go up the oil aisles. And I watch all of the people choosing what we call vegetable oils. They're seed oils. They are extremely bad for you. And again, why don't they have fully synthetic automotive department? That's where those oils belong, along with margarine. But you see what happens, the psyche of people. People have been duped. Bamboozled. And they don't know it. And is it ever difficult to change people's thinking? I'm just a little guy, a voice crying in the wilderness. Get off the broad road that's leading to your destruction in health. You're choosing the wrong foods. Yep. And Wendy said, she's like me, goes to the grocery store, you get a migraine. As you see people doing that. Now, I don't scream. I don't. I wish they put me away. You know, they would put me away. But guys, you know better. I'm giving you the other side. My job is to tell you the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You know, and I understand it. I get a lot of pushback. You know, I get a lot of pushback. You know, someone said yesterday on our private Facebook group, well, the reset is not for everyone. I disagree. I disagree. And one other person said there, well, you should listen to your doctor. Well, look, when it comes to food, I'm sorry. But, you know, I use that expression. You might as well listen to your plumber. Ask your plumber what you should eat. I don't know what they'll say, but it can't be any worse than what your doctor will tell you to eat. Fiber, you need fiber. Where did that come from? Where did it come from? Dr. Kellogg's. He was a fiber guy. You need fiber so you can go poo. Number 2. As he was inventing cereals. And I know I do sound a little crazy, okay? I do. But, guys, I'm right. Your body was meant to eat protein and fat and very little carbohydrate. I'm not saying no carbs. For 30 days, I'm saying no carbs. For 30 days, I'm telling you, I know what the reset does for people. I know what it does. And people, even on the reset, when they don't fully understand it, I understand why they don't fully understand it. They don't understand what's happening inside their body as they change fuels. And some people get frustrated. I understand that. They're frustrated. Well, doc, I'm on the scale. I don't see anything changing. Throw your scale out for 30 days. Do you think that weight is everything when it comes to your health? It's not. You're changing your metabolism. You're changing fuels. Your little mitochondria, your battery packs will thank you. There's no exceptions to it. There's no exceptions. If you are giving your mitochondria, your battery packs at the cellular level the right fuel, you're doing the right thing. From your brain to your toes. What are you doing inside that liver? I know that, most people, they want a diet for weight loss. I get it. Do you think I haven't been around the block for a long time? I know, especially women, I'm into weight loss. I'm into changing fuels. Like I said, my specialty is metabolic syndrome. And at the end of the day, if you change your metabolism, you change your fuel, my friend, it is exactly what is needed. It's exactly what is needed for your body. And therefore, you're in charge. I don't want to be part of the statistics of 93% of the population unwell. They're on the Titanic. They don't even know it because they haven't been told. So unless their blood pressure, and what is it? What did I tell you the other day? 80% or 90% of people over 65 are on blood pressure pills, are on statin drugs. See how the world operates? Oh, when you get sick, we'll just give you pills. We're going to manage it. We're not going to fix it, but we'll manage it. We'll manage it. And even the pharmaceutical industry is into pills for weight loss. Here, take this pill. Eat whatever you want, but take this pill. Or eat less and move more. Insanity is what that is. You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing something over and over and over again, expecting a different result. This is why, guys, I double down on this. If you do want a weight loss program, there is nothing better, safer, and healthier than the reset. It's not its primary goal, but if you really want to lose weight, you have to do it the right way. Don't yo-yo. Don't starve to death. Because that's what people do. And then they wonder why I brought you this. Oh, go back. I don't know, a couple of months maybe now. The Biggest Losers. What did they find? I used to watch that show, guys. Every once in a while I would watch it. And I never seen people that would get on a treadmill and sweat like those poor people, and they would run, and then they would starve them. Like, ugh. I said, well, you know what I was thinking? They haven't changed their habits at all. Those people, and I predicted it, I'm not a prophet nor the son of one, but here's what I predict. And I predicted for you too, if you do this. If you eat less and move more, you will gain your weight back. Oh, you might lose weight. Every diet is the same. Eat less and move more. It's yo-yo. You're gaining weight back. It's going to come back because you haven't understood the significance of fuel. Go to the airport, and I tell you this all the time, and look at the airplanes. Okay? Look at the airplanes. What kind of fuel are they using? Well, they went to the gas station and they took 87 and they put it in tanks and then they brought it over to the airport. No, they didn't. They're using jet fuel. It's a much different burning fuel. It is very, very high octane. That is why I tell you, and I finished with this morning. Eggs, meat, and cheese. Yep. Fuel. Rocket fuel for your body. It will thank you. Okay? It will thank you. Okay. Now, announcement. Tomorrow, not on. Okay? We're going to take a break tomorrow. We're going to be back on Friday. Okay? For our American friends, that's going to be Thanksgiving tomorrow. Okay? And we got a day off tomorrow. So Friday we'll see you. And guess what Friday is? Question and answer Friday. So it should be fun, right? So I'm taking a day off tomorrow. Okay? Now, have I told you lately that I love you? I have? Well, I'm going to say it again. I do. You guys are the greatest. You guys are the most patient. You guys are yada, 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 yada. The best, the best, the best. You're smart. If I give you an honorary nutrition degree, because that's how smart you are. My audience, put them up against anybody else's audience. The smart, smart, smart. Guys, we love you. We'll talk to you soon.